Hello, YouTube. It's me, John Avenger, once again, and welcome to another review. Yeah, I'm doing more reviews now because I'm trying to catch up on stuff that I watched this summer. This is a movie I just saw with my sister like 2 hours ago. We saw the sequel to the original 1988 classic Beetlejuice. This is the 2024 sequel titled Beetlejuice Beetlejuice from 2024. Yes, the long-awaited legacy sequel with returning cast members, new faces, and some pretty awesome effects. This was fun. This is a lot of fun. I think this is a good legacy sequel. It's not better than the first one, but it's just as good. I think like Burton comes back. He directs the movie, and he his visual style. I love his gothic world that he built here. And the visual effects in this movie are absolutely freaking amazing. The practical effects, some of the CG, the makeup effects, the animatronics, the props and the sets and everything look top notch. Some of Burton's best looking stuff recently, especially since it's not all CG, which is great. Because Alice in Wonderland, I enjoy that version from 2010, but there's a lot more CG than in this movie. And it's longer. But anyway, this is not a review on Alice in Wonderland. This is on Beetlejuice. Keaton is great in the movie, like he always is, because Keaton can't do wrong. Willem Dafoe is good in the movie. He's not in it as much as you think, but he's in it. Monica Bellucci was a bit underused, but she's good for what she has to do. She's look hot and suck souls. That's all she needs to do. She does more than Christian Bale in Thor: Love and Thunder. I could say that. Jenny Ortega, of course, she's adorable, man. You get to see her here. She's not as mopey as in Wednesday, and it's some of the same writers that wrote Wednesday, and Burton did several episodes of that show, but you could tell that he has great chemistry with her. And as a director, from director to actor, they have a good spark. She's not emo here. She has more expression on her face. She's actually feels like a daughter to Winona Ryder, who, that woman is not normal. There's no way a woman has a career this long and did all these franchises and did two shows on Netflix. Well, she did one show on Netflix, and Jenny Ortega did the other one. But she did a show on Netflix where she's just, an erotic mom, and it's the same way here, except Jenny Ortega's character is a lot older than Will in Stranger Things. And she has these crazy eyes and everything, and even her breathing is very big and over the top. But she's theatrical. There's no way she could be that normal, because no one does Alien Resurrection, Beetlejuice, and two Beetlejuice movies, and Stranger Things, and shoplifts and is normal. I don't think she's normal. She's definitely a great actress, though, I could tell. Catherine O'Hara comes back from the first movie. She as Delia. She's always good. I loved her in both Home Alone movies, and her voice acting is top notch. She's just very funny and very comedically charming. No Alec Baldwin and Gina Davis this time, but they explain what happened to them. No Jeffrey Jones, and you know why. I'm not going to say it here. Justin Theroux, he's just kind of there for me. He wasn't really needed in the film. He's the new guy. He's probably pretty much replacing Alec Baldwin, but he's just kind of there. Like, he's a good actor, but he's just not needed in the film. Him, the realtor lady, that the redheaded realtor, she could have been cut. There's some side characters that could have been cut. There's a cameo from Danny DeVito. That was cool. The soundtrack is amazing. I love the soundtrack in the movie. It's very fun and upbeat. And it needs it, because this movie's a dark comedy, but it's got plenty of lighthearted moments and I plenty of laughs. I laughed my ass off in this movie. It was funnier than some comedies that we get today on Netflix, or some of these stupid comedies that are just gross out sex jokes and mean-spirited humor. No, here it's what you expect for a Beetlejuice sequel. What else is good in the movie? Like the sandworm scene, that's freaking amazing. It looks like the Void from Deadpool and Wolverine. Like I said, the dance sequences and the choreography, top notch. It's not 2 hours long. So again, Wicked, this is what you did wrong. You made the movie too long. This movie is an hour and 45 minutes. Minus the end credits, it's an hour and 39 minutes. It's short. It doesn't need to stretch itself out. Or Last Jedi, where they have to add another hour to the movie that doesn't need another hour. This movie was fine at an hour and 30, 40 minutes. It didn't need to be any longer or any shorter. I was happy with the running time mostly. If you just trimmed a few things out, it would have been an hour and 35 minutes or an hour and 30 on the dot, and that would have been fine. Also, there's some other characters. You got a priest character who's kind of there. You have this character that falls for, Jenna Ortega's character. He's a plot device, basically, to get to the second half of the film. It's got a diversity, but it's not forced on your throat. It's not a Disney agenda filled movie where everything is diverse. Here is the black people get to dance in a train station. That's good enough for me. The first movie didn't have a lot of black people in it either, so and that was 1988. This is 2024 that came when that movie came out, and now it's 2025. You don't have to do a checklist for everything. Warner Brothers, this is why they're killing it this year because they didn't force diversity. They did it when they had to. They didn't have to force it like Disney. This must have someone black. This must have someone Latino. This must have someone gay. What must have someone Asian. No, if it's in a checklist, it should not be there. It should be part of the plot or don't do it at all. Just saying. Also, I love Burton's gothic charm. Like every scene in this movie looks, he has this aesthetic to it. You have stop motion, you have his animatronics, you have dark buildings and dark clothes and, a creepy atmosphere, and it works. It also takes place during Halloween, which always helps because, Burton and Halloween go hand in hand. If you've seen the movie he produced, not directed, The Nightmare Before Christmas, that has this aesthetic in there, and it's fantastic. But anyway, yeah, this is a fun sequel. I really had a good time with it. If you've never seen it, go see it and then go watch the original because the original, this goes hand in hand with the original. It doesn't feel forced. I really like the performances mostly, and the visuals are amazing. The soundtrack was amazing, and it was a fun sequel that did not feel overlong, overdated. And they did update some things like people had cell phones and things like that, but it fit the time that was made, just like Space Jam 2, in my opinion. But anyway, I really enjoyed this film. I'm going to rate it on Letterboxd later. I definitely give it like at least 3.5 stars. It was very entertaining and stimulating. And it was a comedy that's actually funny. See, when you put effort into it and you give the fans what they want, you'll make money. You'll win people over. When you don't, you get Son of the Mask. And that was freaking terrible. This worked, but thankfully I'm glad I watched it. Thanks for watching, guys. Acknowledge me, and tomorrow I might do another review, but we'll see. But thanks for watching my videos over the past couple of weeks in September, and soon we'll be in fall and I could do live streams again. See you then.